Anyway, welcome back to an episode of Ministry Truth. I am your only host on this show, and for the foreseeable future, well, actually, forever, I will only be the only host on this show. You guys know that. It's not like it's a surprise. Surprise! But we're gonna talk a little bit today about, Tucker Carlson and Ben Shapiro and some other stuff that, nobody's gonna probably listen to. And that I'm just going to be talking to myself, which I'm really cool with. But it would really be cool. Before we get started, we're not going to start off with just a random song. That's not even where I'm started yet. What we're going to do, we're going to get a little friendly song to get this show started. And then we're going to go into, the normal shit. So with that being said, this is not coffee time yet. This is the warm up to the warm up, the preamble. Whatever, dude. Just listen. Little trip down memory lane.
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for a beauty. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? I have always wanted to have a neighbor just like you. I've always wanted to live in a neighborhood with you. So let's make the most of this beautiful day. Since we're together, we might as well say,
Won't you be mine?
Could you be mine? Won't you be my neighbor?
My neighbor.
Won't you please? Won't you please?
Yes, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers, a round-eyed bastard. Well, not Rogers, but you. Anyway. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, how are y'all doing today? Now we can, since we're all neighbors and we're being friendly, now we can move on to the real song of the day. And this song is a pretty good song. I haven't heard it, in 15 minutes. But it's a little bit of an older song, so don't pretend like it's brand new. Man. Heartburn. I need to find my medicine. Anyway, this song, it's an oldie. Also a goodie. If you haven't heard it, it will be your first time. And, yeah. Now go get your coffee because, it's the morning. And, yes, it's still Mr. Rogers. Round eye. Anyway, get your coffee. I've already had a cough. I've also had some, energy drink and some other things I can't remember. But you can still get a cup of coffee. Or tea, depending if you're British or not. Teas and crumpets, or biscuits, which is actually just crackers, cookies. Anyway, go get your coffee, go get you a bagel. It's cool, it's so cool. You don't have to be Jewish anymore. You don't have to be Jewish. But they should be kosher, right? Anyway, go get your stuff. I'll be right back, and we'll get into this. Oh shit, I forgot to check the rumble stream. Fuck me. Alright, looks good. Alright, I'm back. Oh, well, fuck me. Anyway, let's get into the first video of the day. We're going to start off with, obviously, some body cam footages, and I believe this one, the first one's not that bad. It's this, wait, how was this broken up? Oh, the first one is the worst. Alright guys, we're going to watch this video. It's some body cam footages from Josh Prime. He figured it out for us. We're going to watch this. It's pretty fucking gross. And it's just like whales. Not like the country whales, but like whales.
So give me my $12 back because I don't want the piece. It's already paid for. It's already paid. I don't want it. That's fine. Stay in the kitchen. I'll go away later.
The customer was right.
I'm sorry, what?
Customer is right.
What y'all gonna do about the piece? Because I don't
No,
want it.
giant
Well, I
woman.
mean, that's a, you don't have to come down here and buy anything from them, you know what I mean? That's the,
See how come now speaking about me?
yeah.
You come to this store every day. You come back every day.
Do you have your ID, man?
I'm not giving you my ID.
So you don't...
Who the fuck called the police? She called the police. I called the police because Golden said I
Well,
was
don't
going
they
to call the
make
police.
shirts
I called them myself.
like
Now,
Weeble?
when you back
Might as well start wearing
you
them
gotta pay.
Roma.
They didn't tell me that. I wasn't here. Amon was here. Amon didn't tell me. They didn't tell me that. So when he came to speak, I don't even trust the piece.
So where we're at here,
Is y'all gonna give me my $12?
I'm not giving you anything.
Could they give me my $12 back? I don't want the
I
piece.
don't believe that they can because the pizza was made.
That don't make no
So
sense.
do you want your pizza?
I don't want the piece.
Why would you want the pizza if they
Wait, you don't want food?
So you can file a civil suit against them for $12.
$12?
I'm saying that's it. It's a civil
Well,
situation.
call the back up here. Or whoever his name is. I'm not from down here. I don't know what's going on.
Where's your supervisor?
I am the supervisor.
Okay, so why can't you make them give her $12?
Not his job.
They lied.
Because
I was
this is
with
a
her when they
civil
took her.
interaction, is what it is. It's not a theft.
It's not a civil.
Their pizza. They said that she could have the pizza.
Let me have it. No, she can't have the pizza.
It gotta be something. Either gotta get that
Bro, you think it was one pizza? Listen,
You.
unless that pizza was about as big as a house, I don't think a pizza for $12 is going to feed, well, any of them. I mean, it's like an appetizer. I mean, look. They're literally wearing tents.
You charge somebody a certain price. You tell me that the pizza is $11.99, $12. You don't tell me about it, no charge the fee. I tell you, it's gonna be ready in 20 minutes. Come back in $12.
Yo, man, so him trying to get over.
You gonna pay for you gonna pay the extra $1 if somebody tells you that they owe you
You mean
extra
$1?
It's all over $1.
Yes, it's all over $1. Now, I'm not going to say any fat jokes because I'm far from being skinny, but let me just say that when I was watching this on my elliptical, I was thankful for videos like this because it's videos like this that made me buy an elliptical in the first place, and I have not regretted it one bit.
Are you one
Are you one I don't want the pizza because they should never lie. It's the fact that she lied.
Why you lying?
It's the fact that she lied. That's the lie. It's the principle. I want my $12 back. I don't want the pizza.
Okay.
It's the principle of the situation.
Here's the
That's
deal.
all I'm not getting. Ain't no
You can
deal.
have your pizza,
I don't want the pizza.
then you need to leave.
You need to give me my $12.
I'm not giving you anything. You need to leave or you'll be under arrest for trespassing.
Uh-oh.
Ain't nobody trespassing
Ain't nobody
anything.
trespassing. Have them
I know.
I'm not
You are
even
now
down here.
being told to leave. You're now being
Let
trespassed.
this leave. I swear to God, let this leave. I tell you, y'all bitch.
Shut up. Uh-oh.
Don't you push on me.
Whoa, it's going to be a earthquake.
You're under arrest. arrest.
Uh-oh.
Under arrest. Stop. Get back. Get back. Everybody. Police officers. Stop.
I sure hope they hit the gym.
You are getting. You are going to jail. You want to be released. You want to get back right now. Get back.
Porter, Harry pulled you on.
Turn around. Walk. Turn around. Right now. Get off now.
You want to need assistance here right now.
Walk to the car. Walk to the car.
You even put handcuffs on him? Dude, you might need like 12 pairs of handcuffs. And he's still good. Oh, whale down. He's whale.
Let me go.
Look, like I said before, I'm not skinny myself, and I love pizza just as much as the next guy, but I don't think it's worth going through a life-altering event, picking up 13 charges, and drastically changing the course of your life over a slice of pizza. It's just not that serious. In life, you have to pick and choose your battles, and honestly, this one had the worst risk-reward ratio.
Like she's saying I can't breathe.
Hurry up, get my stuff.
Stay back right now.
Get my stuff. Get my stuff. Get my stuff.
Bro, let me stand.
I bet you she sweats
Okay,
quick
get back.
I'm getting very irritated. Bro,
Who's the barefoot person?
Get my purse. You got my purse.
Yeah, turn around.
You got my phone.
Pass the other side of my car.
They're gonna need a forklift.
Yo, she started too.
I get up. I ain't resisting nothing. You push me.
That cop punched me.
Let me go.
Nope.
Let's see the whole thing.
Let me go. You're not even supposed to be touching me. You're not even the one. Record this.
Well, it is being recorded.
You put your
Body
hands on me.
cam, gas station cam.
And I didn't even do anything. You're not even supposed to be touching me.
Why is
You're a
that?
whole guy. You're not even supposed to be touching me. You're a whole dude.
You're a whole
You're a
whale.
whole dude. You're not even supposed to be touching me.
Look.
What you say?
I'm getting them. I ain't resisting anything. You're not even supposed
Roll her over if you can.
You ain't even supposed to touch me. You're a whole woman. You push me. And I always got that car.
You're a whole dude. You're about the size of Tokyo.
Alright,
Get up.
There you go. Oh god, that's so gross.
Y'all need to take these handcuffs out.
Walk to that car.
Dude, do they make giant
Call
onesies?
my lawyer.
Okay, you can call your lawyer.
Call my lawyer. Make sure they
Do
know.
you have a lawyer?
I'm in the middle
Come on.
of a injury lawsuit.
Come on.
And he pushed me. So I did put my hands on him.
I find it really funny that she was saying, record this, please record this. Lady, first of all, it's already being recorded. And second of all, why would you possibly want your behavior recorded? This is one of the most embarrassing things I have ever seen on the internet. 3 grown women picking up 13 charges over $1. I'm trying to be careful with my words here, but honestly, you 3 are as dumb as a bucket of rocks. That is absolutely ridiculous. This is legitimately the dumbest reason I've ever seen someone get arrested for.
You gonna fit? You probably missed the part where we had to move the feet all the way forward.
What's your name?
Sit down now. Have a seat.
Sit
down, please.
Sit
down in the car.
Why y'all want a lady?
Sit down in the car. Sit down in the car. Get in the car.
I am in the car. His name is Kingdom.
Sit down. You're gonna
Yep.
get
His name
Get
is
your
Fire.
fat ass in the
His
car.
name is
Name
Garney.
will be on your.
Kingdom Fire.
Step back. You can record this back there, okay?
Get back in your pig
Get
tank.
him. He pushed me.
Get in the car. His name is Gearhart. We have all your
Get him.
you in the car. Get in the car.
Get him. He the one that pushed me.
Don't touch me.
Just step
Don't
back.
touch me. I
You
bet
can
you
record.
shit.
You can
Don't touch
record.
me. Don't
Just
touch
step
me.
back.
Don't touch me.
You can record.
Don't
Just
touch
step
me.
back there.
Don't touch me.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Don't touch me.
I'm not gonna touch you.
Don't
Just step back.
Because I'm gonna sue the fuck out of your bitch. Don't touch me.
Really?
Oh, shit, for real?
What you gonna do?
Hold on, guys. I didn't realize that it was fucking choppy. Give me 2 minutes. Fix this real quick. Playback was looking terrible.
Criminal damage, see if she can
Excuse me. What's up? Thank you. So loud about the piece and don't tell me I got to take some. I ain't got to take from y'all.
Yo,
From down here.
no, but she not hard. That bitch, she not hard. She not hard.
95.
What?
All right, you're under arrest also.
I'm not under arrest for
You're gonna be
shit.
under arrest too.
Don't touch me.
Yep. Hands behind your back.
put your hands behind your back.
I'm not under arrest for shit.
Yes, you are. We're
Yes, you
telling you
are.
right now you are.
Don't
Criminal
touch me.
damage to property.
Do not kick.
Right now. Take it.
Hands behind your back.
Put your hands behind
You
your back.
stepping on my glass.
Put
I
your
need my
fucking
glass.
hands behind your back.
Can I have my glasses?
Yes, ma'am. We'll
I
get your
can't
glasses.
live without my glasses.
We'll get your glasses.
Second pair. Maybe a third. That's all I got right now.
Guess it's not good. What the hell?
Why do we record this?
Put your hand back.
Weird.
I'm in the middle.
2011, 7 and 12.
Oh, I missed the other beach whale. Have they rolled her over
Can
yet?
I have my glasses?
I find it really hilarious that the cops are pulling a hat trick for this one because the third suspect could have seen, you know what? I don't like where this is going. I'm going to walk away
okay, Zach.
and not get arrested like my two
Appreciate
dumbass friends. But no, it's like they were in a competition to find out who's the most ignorant and they all won first place.
Let's get you up.
Roll to your side.
Roll to your side. You roll to your
1,
side.
2,
I cannot.
3.
I'm saying hurt. I'm in the middle of the lawsuit. I just got out of an accident.
Please keep that
I'm
shirt
suing
down.
the out of y'all.
We're gonna help you get up,
If you
okay?
look
Don't
like the
touch me. I
penguin,
do it myself. Don't touch me.
We're gonna help you get up.
I don't want you to touch
you know
me.
Danny DeVito
Don't touch
penguin?
me.
Get up. No.
Twin! KK!
Shut up.
KK! Don't touch me. I'm not giving you anything. Take me to the station. He
What?
put his hands on me. He pushed me to the ground numerous of times. Supervisor standing right there.
Hey, unloosen these cups.
What?
Get you up to your feet, okay?
I don't want y'all to touch me. Don't touch me.
All right.
Please don't touch me. Don't
All right,
touch
then
me.
get up.
Don't touch me. Y'all gonna be here for all day. Don't touch me.
I'm not
Well,
gonna
that's not
sit
gonna
on the
happen. We
ground.
need you to get up.
Don't touch me.
You
Send me a
trespassing.
woman. Don't touch me. Do not touch
Criminal
me.
trespass.
Don't touch
Stand
me.
up. Stand up. Take your legs off.
Don't touch me.
Stand up.
Don't touch me.
That's so gross.
Gotta get you.
Let me go. Let me
You're
go.
getting more charges.
Let me go. I don't want you touching me.
Yo,
Don't
this
let me
bitch
go.
has fat on
Unlock
top
your
of
car.
fat
Let
on
me
top
go.
of fat.
What you get?
Let me go.
On top of
Don't
fat.
Tim, unlock your car.
And where's my glass? Don't touch. Could you let me go, son? Let me go.
Shut up. What the fuck they gonna let you go for?
Use a different car?
I'm not getting.
You hit me in the face.
Because you got my sister, bro.
If she would obey, she'd be walking out the police department in 15 minutes. Now you're going to jail.
Hey! Kid, I need my shoe. Bro, he just choked me in some more, bro. Like,
Yo, he
what
didn't
the-
choke you at all.
Like, come on now, bro.
that
And
better,
he just
Zippity?
slammed me on the ground, gang. And he hurt my neck, bro. What the
Yeah, bro, that's exactly what happened, bro, because you decide to fight with the cops gang and then you might end up on the floor, bro, and then your ass is going to get
Gang,
choked
gang.
because they do have a right to defend themselves, bro, and arrest you. Now that I talk to you in a language you can understand by using the word bro every 2 seconds, can we learn how to speak English?
Like, bro, this is so
Look at that hair.
retarded, bro. What the Like, bro, what the I don't understand this shit, bro. He just put his hands on me, then he choked me, bro. What the
What did she say?
Then you just slammed me on the ground, bro. What the f? Then you trying to put your neck in my knee? Like, what the f? Like this. Stupid, bro. He should have just told my sister, okay, you know you gotta pay $1 fee. He didn't even say all that, bro.
Here's your shoe.
It didn't even say all that, bro. Probably should have been
They were
paying
mad
attention, you dumb
because
bitch.
there's $1 extra charge for a pizza. So they didn't want to pay for their pizza. It's still a matter between the store and them. And so they went back inside, started arguing back and forth. The store owner said, get him out of here, trespass him. Yeah. So he told them to leave, and as they were leaving, one of them grabbed the whole rack and just threw it.
Yo, what the fuck? Huh. Why is it all of a sudden being fucking retarded? Let's see if this works. Wait, so you can hear me over the video, is that right? It's not muffled there.
Threw it down, so we tried to get out, and then they hit both Kingdon and I several times. Yeah.
Is there another earpiece? We'll get you in here, get the EMTs over, we'll get those handcuffs off you. We'll figure
And
this out.
I need my glasses. I can't see.
Yeah, I got your glasses right here.
Y'all broke my damn glasses.
Yeah, they're broken, that's for sure. The earpiece looks like they're broken. We're gonna go this way.
Well, that's... I tried to hear myself. I didn't hear myself previously. So I can't hear myself when the video's playing.
Help, please.
This is a double check. Can I hear myself when the video's playing?
No.
Alright, cool. Alright, so it's better now, right?
I'm not getting out the car until another cop is here.
Perfect. Hey, other cop, step out of the car, please.
Could you get another cop, please?
Another
Y'all
cop.
can
How
hear
many
me
cops
clear
do
now,
you need?
right?
There's another one too. We got 3 now. 4? Is
Yep.
4 enough?
Yep.
All right, step on out then. We got 4 of them here.
There's no 4 people here.
3, 4.
I don't see the other person.
Okay.
Could you?
No, it's about to be 5. Come on, I'm asking you nicely. Let's stop playing
Okay, and I'm
games.
telling you nicely too, sir.
Yeah.
You didn't even have to touch me from the beginning. When did you do that?
Yeah, well, I guess you didn't have to.
All right, let's take a look at the barrage of charges. Kiana got resisting a peace officer, aggravated battery to a police officer, and obstructing a peace officer. Diamond got resisting a peace officer, 2 counts of aggravated battery to a police officer, and 1 count of obstructing a peace officer. Now, Nikita was
Wait.
charged with...
So there's a difference between a peace officer and a police officer?
resisting a peace officer, aggravated battery to a police officer, obstructing a peace officer, and criminal damage to property under 500. And the worst thing of it all is that she'll have to settle for bologna sandwiches at the jail, and she's not getting her pizza. Now let's move on to the next body cam. We have a spoiled brat who is plastered beyond recognition, and she was driving like a maniac. Take a look at this.
What's going on? Did I just see you drive over this medium, ma'am?
With the boyfriend?
Who are you to her?
I'm his friend.
You're her friend?
Yeah.
Okay, go hang out in the car for me real quick. Huh?
I'm her boyfriend.
I got you. Hang out in the car for me.
Oh, now you're her
Hey,
boyfriend?
ma'am, what's going on? Step out with me. Get out of the car, okay?
Someone turned off the
No,
light,
sir.
senor. Oh, whoa!
No, sir. She's fine. Okay.
You doing those pants?
Ma'am, you got ID on you? Where are you coming from?
I'm right here.
Okay, what are you doing? Why did I just see you drive over the curve?
I'm going through.
You got any ID on you?
Yes.
Okay, let me get your ID, okay?
Can you give me a second?
Yeah, just, you can grab your ID though. Where's your ID at?
I have my ID. Can you give me a second, please?
Yeah, just move along, okay?
Okay, can you give me 1 second?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, what do you need a second for?
Because
Also, look at me. How much have you had to drink tonight?
not much.
What's not much?
I was at work.
Friends, is this where you had drinks?
Yes.
What did you have to drink?
Like 2 shots. And
2 shots of what?
I mean, I'm not sure. Whatever my friends had to drink, I had the same as them.
Okay, so you had 2 shots?
Probably.
All right, right now you're going to be placed under DWI investigation, okay, due to the fact that you're showing me signs that you're impaired, okay? And I saw you just come all the way over that curb like if it was a road. All right, can you go ahead and get your driver's license for me?
Okay.
All right. All right, go ahead and step out for me, okay? What happened? Did you puke?
All right, I don't know what happened. It's getting weird. Audio problems, video issues, and now connection issues. How can that happen all at once?
You didn't puke? Stand up. Get out the car for me, though. Hey, walk to my vehicle. Walk to my Tahoe. Walk to those bright lights
Other
you
way.
see.
Other way. There, nope.
Walk to those bright lights.
There you go.
Okay.
No, the lights.
Where are you going? Okay, yeah, walk over here. Okay. All right. All right. Ma'am, stop walking towards me, okay?
If she had only 2 shots, and I guess I'm the Pope, this is just complete bullshit.
Well, maybe they were like rattlesnakes. There's a lot of booze in a rattlesnake.
Although maybe it's possible. Maybe she had 2 shots, but didn't specify the size of the shots. If they're as big as a bucket full of vodka, then maybe I'll believe it.
What I want you to do, okay, I want you to
We used to have the giant
stand where
shot
my
glass.
light is. Stand on my light. Look down at the ground and say, okay.
Okay.
All right, ma'am. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand right now you're being placed on a DWI investigation, okay?
I understand.
Okay, at this moment I want you to keep your hands down by your side, okay? And I want you to keep your hands at your side, okay? Put your feet together. Put your feet together. Together. Keep your hands by your side, okay?
She can stand up.
Don't touch me, don't hold on me, okay? You understand?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah, you just wiping your nose all over your.
Can you see this? Can you see this light? You see that light, blue light?
Yeah.
Okay, put your hands by your side and put your hands by your side.
Your side,
ma'am.
Not your back
Put
side.
your hands down by your side. Okay. Put your feet together. Okay, stay like that, okay? Don't move your head, okay? Just follow it with your eyeballs. Don't move your head. Look here.
Swaying.
Look here, look at the light. Okay, stop moving your head. Put your head straight, okay?
She's not moving, her whole body's
Your head's not straight.
My head's not straight.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
Put your hands down by your side. Okay, stay like that. Look right here at the blue light, okay? Follow it with your eyes. Look right here. Okay, with your eyes only. Don't move your head.
What if her peripheral vision sucks?
Okay, have you taken any narcotics or anything like that?
Uh-oh.
No, sir.
Okay. Stay right there. Okay, hey. What I want you to do, okay, is I want you to come back here, okay? Come back here.
Where we going?
Sir.
Go all the way back here. Go all the way back here.
The line?
Keep going back. Keep going back. Stand right here.
Hey, 450.
So I don't know if you guys noticed,
Oh, I
but
noticed.
when she got out of the car, she was putting her belt back on. She was rebuttoning her pants. So the boyfriend might be pissed off for multiple reasons. Not only is his girlfriend getting arrested, the car is getting impounded, but he got blocked in a major way by the police officer.
Cop blocked.
Hey, this next test called the walk and turn test. Okay, what I want you to do, what I want you to do right now is I want you to imagine there's a line going from your left foot out to the bumper of my car.
Imagine there's a line.
Okay, you understand?
Left or right of your car?
No, I want you to imagine there's a line going from your left foot to my car. Okay, and right now I want you to put your right foot in front of your left foot, heel to toe, and put your hands down by your side and leave them down by
What
your
if she
side.
has vertigo?
And don't move. Yep, now put your hands down by your side and don't move.
Okay.
Touching heel to toe and don't move.
Hands by your side.
Touch your heel, touch like this. Look at me, like this. Okay,
Listen,
and don't
dude,
move.
she's following her
Ma'am, can you not do
imaginary
the
line.
test? Okay, okay. Now keep your hands down by your
fuck you
side.
gonna say
When I tell
imaginary
you to
line?
begin, don't move. When I tell you to begin, okay, what I want you to do is I want you to take 9 heel to toe steps on that line. Okay, when you get to your 9th step, you're gonna move. You're gonna turn back using a series of small steps. You're gonna come back 9 heel to toe steps. Do you understand? All right.
All right.
Who is she to you?
She's my girlfriend. Ma'am, get in that position and you may begin. When you get in that position, you may begin.
That line's pretty fucked up. Yo, I think she's fine. She'll be alright.
Hey, get off my car. Get off the car. Don't touch her.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Don't
That was
touch her.
definitely more than 9.
Hey, can you actually go stand over there by his patrol car, please? Hey, how many steps did I tell you to take? And okay, you took 17. Okay, you're supposed to take 9 heel to toe steps back. Are you done with the test?
Yes, sir.
Are you done? Okay. All right. So come over here. Come over here. Okay. Stand where my light is.
Yes, sir.
Stand where my light is.
Yes, sir.
Stand
Turn
on
her
my
in the
light.
spotlight.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Face my vehicle. Okay.
Okay.
Face me actually. All right. When I tell you what this next one's called the one leg stand. Okay. When I tell you to do so, I want you to lift any foot of your choice approximately 6 inches off the ground. Okay. All right.
Let's
what
see
you're
if she
gonna
remembers
is
how to do it
once it's
like
off
that
the ground,
fat
you're gonna look
lady.
at your foot and you're gonna count out loud in this manner: 1001, 1002, 1003 until I tell you to
Wait,
stop.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Count your steps out loud. Keep your hands down by your side and keep your legs straight. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
You may begin.
Oh, she got her up. Whoa.
You understand all the instructions?
Yes.
All right. You're not doing anything I told you.
140
Okay.
in weight.
I told you to count in a certain way. You're not counting.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
I find it so
Right.
silly. I know that the cop has to do this. He doesn't have a choice because it's the procedure. But holy shit, who is going to look at this footage and possibly think that this woman was not driving drunk? It's unbelievable how wasted she is. And the fact that she was about to drive off, I am glad that the cop came in when he did, because she could have killed someone that night. Now, he's going to give her a couple more chances to do the test, but at this point, there is more than enough evidence.
Okay. You have one more time to try to do this right. Do I need to do it again for you?
Yes.
Okay. All right. If you understand the instructions, you may begin.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4.
All right. You may stop. All right.
I can't.
So how much have you had to drink?
Maybe more than 2 shots.
Oh, shit.
That's it.
Do you know what time it is right now?
1 a.m.?
It's not 1 a.m. It's 4 a.m.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. Take a look at me one more time. All right.
Yes, sir.
Put your feet together.
Again.
Look. Follow with your eyes. Okay. Don't move your head. All right. Go ahead and turn around and put your hands behind your back. Okay. You're going to be placed under arrest for driving while intoxicated. Okay.
That's fine.
All right. Put your hands like you're praying for me.
Okay, so your record is going to be almost doing these are
All right. Let's go. Let's go back in my car.
Nope, don't throw up on him.
That's for 1K 47.
All right. What's up, man?
Oh, it's my phone number. So,
okay.
Because I don't know.
Does she have parents?
Yeah.
Do you know her parents' number?
No.
Okay.
It's in her phone, but.
Her phone's in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
She needs to unlock. I don't know the password.
Okay, I'll get it. I'll get all that.
Check his immigration status.
Anything else for me?
Yeah.
We can walk and talk.
Where can I go for her?
For what?
What time?
For what? So she'll get a bond. She'll make a call. She'll call you or whatever, and you'll be able to talk to her then. All right?
It can be tomorrow.
Huh?
It can be tomorrow.
It'll be in a couple of hours that she may give you a call. Okay? Or they'll give her a bond and everything. Okay?
Can I just tell her to calm down?
No, she's fine. She's not upset.
Yeah,
hey,
she
you don't
doesn't
have
know
anything
what's
on
going
you, do you?
No,
Okay.
sir.
Nothing I need to know about?
Yeah, no, you're gonna
All right. All right.
Immigration status.
She's fine.
Oh, now she's crying.
I got my seatbelt on.
Yeah, I'm about to take it off.
Okay.
All right, let's go.
I know you were nice. You know, you got at least. I respect that a lot, for real. I'm telling you, I watch a lot of news. I read a lot of news.
Well, if she truly watched a lot of news, she would have seen all the people getting.
By news, she means TikTok. TikTok. Are you on TikTok? No. But anyway, that's enough of that. Now this next one. I originally wasn't going to do this one because I thought it was fake. Not this specific video. I watched this video and I'm like, wait a second, it's really not fake. Because there's no way this is legit. The beginning portion of it anyway. This person is on EBT and she is saying that she is starving. I get it. No one's really starving in America. Yet. Until, you live in New York. But I want y'all to, visually look at this young lady. I'm assuming it's a young lady. You tell me if she needs to be on EBT or a heavy dose of Ozempic.
Danielle Grant is starving.
I know, I'm trying to see if I can get some food. Because we literally don't have anything to eat today or tomorrow.
Dude, she looks like
So
Slimer.
we're going to try to make ends meet, and we can.
Desperate for food, nowhere to go.
The clip this bitch literally looks like Slimer. And I know you guys know who that is. We're all old enough to know who that is. Even our younger generations know who that is, but not specifically the one we're thinking about. Look at her. Especially from the cartoons. She looks like Slimer.
Just watched was all over the place. When I first saw it, I thought, no way, it's not real, it's too on the nose, this must be AI. Look at that generic looking logo on the mic. The local news did not go to the most obese person they could find to speak about hunger. But guess what? It is real.
You heard things before, but it's like, they're not gonna let people starve. That's ridiculous, but it's like, no, that's literally like what's happening.
Of course, like any news story, this whole thing is angled as an orange man bad piece.
Right. We asked people their reaction to hearing that the Trump administration will partially fund the SNAP program. People say it's not going to.
And it's funny because Bozeman came out and said, no, Trump will completely fund the SNAP program. He will find the money and he will fund it 100%. Well, that went to the Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court's like, whoa. We're going to let him appeal. And as of right now, SNAP benefits will be on hold. And then the rumbles of a deal being cut, which for some reason is being debated in the House again, when they already voted the first time. Shit, I forgot what I was talking about. That side note. Holy shit.
Too much. They have families to feed and already struggled at the end of every month when they were receiving the full amount.
Wow, not enough.
It doesn't really last the whole month. You know, probably like 2 or 3 weeks, and it never lasts.
The Supreme Court's like, no. And then the Supreme Court said it again, and it came out like, yeah, because this deal is close, yeah, he doesn't have to fund it. But these people already got half funded. And if there's videos of these same clowns, which I'm not going to show them because they're just trash for doing it, but I will make fun of some people like Slimer. You know, I specifically picked this because, well, I thought it was fake, but then the more and more I watch her, Slimer, I'm like, can I get your autograph? Or is this the Netflix reboot of Ghostbusters? Oh, was that? No. It could be. Or Disney remake.
We gotta scramble to find, you know, things.
This couple has 4 kids.
Wait. Excuse me? You can't afford food and you have 4 kids? Do you know how many young people I know who are holding off on having kids because they don't think they can afford it? And you have 4 kids?
Because the government said they'll take care of them.
Aren't always reliable.
They have limited supply, or by the time we get to the front of the line, then it's really nothing there. So it's hard.
Archie Moore has 2 young kids to feed and $3 in his SNAP account.
Again, what is going on here? 2 young mouths to feed and you're relying exclusively on SNAP to feed them.
He says positivity keeps him going.
You gotta have a strong mind, you know what I'm saying? You gotta be strong.
Okay, great. If your mind is so strong, can you not get a job?
Others, like Sonia Sostre, are feeling the pressure without SNAP. It's affecting her mentally.
It's depressing. It gives me stress. I'm already stressed out because I usually get them in the third. And they send me a text saying that that's not going to be late. So that means that can be anything.
Sorry. What? Am I the mean one here? This seems to be yet another problem that needs to be fixed. There's a lot of bitterness out there that tax money that is taken from us forcibly is going to people who are abusing the system. And maybe that isn't any of these people, but it is happening. And I see people on SNAP who are getting better food than people who work their asses off. And I'm sorry, local media, if you want to convince people that the Orange Man is out starving the poor, this is not the visual to provide.
Pick better people to interview. Then again, maybe they did that on purpose to go viral. Bring people to that channel to watch that specific video. Marketing department, social media department, you gotta start somewhere.
Mr. Roy.
Gotta start somewhere. All right, I think we're switching away from the kind of humor to 2 videos that came from the Senate. Looks like yesterday and today, because it just says November 11th and 12th. And this is where the House is back out there debating. Where the fuck is my... Wait, Chip Roy's a senator. But anyway.
You recognize.
Notice the ranking member says that, quote, we own this.
You do.
If we don't go down the road that is being suggested here before us, when in fact, the current situation with respect to health care exists entirely by record of vote and record of policies as a result of my Democrat colleagues putting forward the policies that the American people are having to live under. Entirely. They broke the system.
Look at that.
And then they come here.
He's talking about you.
Saying that we own it if we don't throw more subsidies, pour more diesel on the fire to the fire that they started. That's what's happening right now. That's what for the American people to understand. Insurance companies.
Bail out Argentina.
Insurance companies. 1,032% stock prices up since 2010. 448% up from 2013. 85% of the revenues for insurers come from the federal government. What my Democratic colleagues are proposing is an insurance company enrichment scheme. It's literally what they're doing, is printing money in the Treasury and giving it to insurance companies. That's their solution for healthcare. Enriching insurance companies that are the very people that are telling the American people which care they can get and not get. There's no chance for an American to go to the doctor of his or her choice. There's no chance for them to go get care. There was no chance for my constituent who lives near Fredericksburg, Texas, to go to MD Anderson to get care because she's on Obamacare, which can't go to MD Anderson. And if the cancer that I had when I went to MD Anderson came back and I'm on Obamacare as a member of Congress, I couldn't go to MD Anderson because of the situation that my Democratic colleagues have put the American people in. Going around and preening that you're somehow caring for people more by giving them coverage for care that doesn't actually provide them care, while insurance companies get rich. $35 billion in subsidies in 2024 for people who didn't even use their plan. It's absolutely unconscionable. That is right. That is the correct word. It is unconscionable what we have done to the healthcare system, destroying it for the American people so that they can't get the care of their choice. That's what's happened. And now you hold the government hostage for 45 days and then try to come lecture Republicans about it when you've been holding the American people hostage to a broken healthcare system for 15 years. That's what's been going on.
I wonder how much Obama
is, Madam
and
Chairman,
some of these,
Chairwoman,
well, shit, both Democrats and Republicans made because of the Affordable Care Act. Because if the increase for healthcare in our health companies, health insurance companies, was 1,000% increase, you know these politicians got, and there still are, especially these Democrats that seem to keep wanting this.
we are here today trying to proceed with, I think, reason, with 3 appropriations bills combined with a continuing resolution through January. After having tried with reason to fund the government through November 20th so that we could continue the debate on the various issues in question. But our Democrat colleagues refused to do it. And so now we've got the opportunity in front of us to extend, fund government at current levels, roughly flat, trying to stave off the inflation that is the direct consequence of the massive amount of government funding that has been going on by both sides of the aisle, but heavily being promoted from my colleagues here on the other side of the aisle, who want us to throw another $1.5 trillion at it. That's literally what they were saying.
That's a lot of fucking money for 7
That's not a solution. That's just printing more money while trying to go run campaign ads while you shut the government down for very clearly and obviously political purposes. I yield back, Madam Chairman.
Madam Chair, I wish the gentleman had that passion condemning the $40 billion bailout of Argentina, the right-wing cuckoo clock in Argentina. I wish he had the passion to condemn that.
But you still okay with the 1.5 trillion, all the money to Israel, all the money to Ukraine, all the money to wherever they want to do sex changes on pigs in Zimbabwe.
Mr. McGovern and Ms. Scanlon, you're recognized.
Madam Chair, and I just, before I go any further, I just want to...
Now this one has the Cruella de Vil purple-haired 3,000-year-old crypt keeper. And, well, she's not very professional.
recognize, I think you mentioned, it is Veterans Day, so I want to wish all of the veterans happy Veterans Day.
We should pass the
and all of us.
advance funding.
I'm speaking.
I know
Okay.
you are.
But I think
Thank you
that
very much.
you know, all of us probably to be here had to miss events that we were going to be at, and so I just wanted to say thank you for being here, and sorry that we couldn't attend those veterans events to commemorate Veterans Day for them. So just for that, but I am, as the discussion goes on, am amazed at this because this Democrat shutdown is all over a simple, clean, continuing resolution.
Not clean.
6 weeks. 6 weeks
Not
clean.
clean.
Well, the
How is it
Democrat
not clean?
alternative, ma'am, was $1.5 trillion worth of spending. So this was a clean 6 week CR. We could have had all of those discussions you're so concerned about.
Not
We could
clean.
have been doing that. And the simple fact is, there was a vote on September 19th. If you voted yes, you voted yes to keep government open. You voted yes to pay people. You voted yes to keep things moving along. You voted yes to continue the appropriations. If you voted no, which the Democrats, with the exception of one, voted
I'm
no,
federal.
that shut down government.
You voted yes
So,
to allow it to
ma'am,
be money
ma'am,
was stolen.
Ma'am, I am speaking.
I
Yeah.
hear you.
Okay.
Then shut the fuck up.
And I just wanted to say, you know, there's questions about whether or not we were working, and with all due respect,
You're not working.
you were looking in the wrong place because all of us were working. I was in DC. You looked in the wrong place. I was meeting with constituents. I was in my district part of the time, meeting with constituents. So to imply that we were on a vacation is ridiculous. It's just ludicrous because our constituents know we were working.
I didn't see
I
mine.
mean, my staff, you know, I came, met with constituents here, met with constituents in the district, and I think pretty much every single one of the Republicans did. And so I find it just ridiculous, and those kinds of statements are just pure not accurate.
Bullshit.
I'll say it that way. But Mr. Cole, Chair Cole has pointed out that the appropriations process is so incredibly important. It is the way we should be doing things. The Appropriations Committee was doing it. Just needed 6 more weeks on that clean CR so that we could continue to do it. We're going to pass the 3 that are going to be on this bill. We have some more. We're going to continue to do that. But that's the way things should be happening here. It is absolutely, it's regular order. We should be doing it. And I just had a couple of questions just for clarification for Mr. Cole. And so does this bill provide funding for SNAP?
Yes, it does.
Did the bill that we voted on September 19th provide funding
Yes,
for
it
SNAP?
did.
Yes. So if we had voted way back in September 19th, we would have taken care of that. So
Worth noting,
Lack
too,
of
a majority
understanding.
of both houses voted for that. 55 senators voted for that, and obviously a majority in this body because it passed here. So it's just simply a Senate rule.
Look at this dumb bitch over there. She doesn't know what to say. She's, oh fuck, I wasn't. This part of this script isn't in here. He wasn't supposed to say this.
A majority in this body because it passed here. So it's just
Hear her.
simply a Senate rule that's been perverted and taken advantage of. A majority of Congress has voted consistently to keep the government open while these other issues can be dealt with. It's Democrats that decided to shut the government down.
And like I pointed out, simple fact, September 19th, you can check the record. Who voted yes, who voted no? Yes to keep the government open. And I've pointed that out repeatedly over the last few weeks, while we've been shut down, because it's a simple fact. It's not the rhetoric, it just, you can prove it by checking the record. And Mr. Cole,
Honestly, I have no idea who this lady is. Now I'm starting to see more and more of the people I've never seen, which would make sense.
I was going to ask you about if both of those bills, so the September 19th bill would have paid the troops. The September 19th bill would have kept the government open. The September 19th bill would have kept the funding for veterans. And so we had that, and
What funding?
they chose to shut the government down. So, but, and
What fucking funding is she talking about? We're already funded.
And so this bill is going to reopen. We're going to get our troops paid. We're going to get the Capitol Police paid. We're going to do what we need to. We're going to get back pay. We're going to for the federal workers, and we are going to make sure that folks get their SNAP benefits. And so I appreciate that this has come forward. And so I would ask the other side to join us in opening the government back up, so then we can have these discussions that you've been so concerned about, that you want to make sure it gets done. And I don't think that the proposals that you have actually solve the issue of increased health care insurance. It doesn't do it. We need to have more in-depth discussions about what's really going on about it. And so please join us in opening the government. And with that, I yield back.
I don't know. I like President Trump's idea of giving the people the money and they pick their own healthcare insurance providers or the tax credits. Because people shouldn't just be pocketing the money for shits and giggles, especially when they complain about healthcare that's free. When, like you said, out-of-network providers, you can't go be seen if you really need to be. Well, not life, limb, or eyesight, but it sucks when they're not in the network and they're like, yeah, we can't take you. And it's the only thing that's within 112 miles that's covered. That's there, but you are not covered by it, and you have to go to the next zip code, maybe. That's another reason why they want these rural hospitals to remain open and get them better. So there's more hospitals in the rural areas, which can be covered by their network. It sounds good in my head. I know it makes sense. But right now I can't really tell if it makes sense. If that makes sense. But next one, this last one we're going to talk about. We're going to talk about Megyn Kelly, Tucker Carlson, Nick Fuentes, and this guy, who had a hand in Charlie Kirk's assassination, and I believe is also an agent. If not, well, he could be an agent for the state of Israel.
To end free discussion and kill people who speak freely? We are not going to stop, and I have two words. You.
Someone for being here.
Thank you.
Yes! The man, the myth, the legend, the one and only. Thank you so much for being here.
Oh, thanks for having me, Megan. As
How about
always.
that walk down memory lane?
That was great.
Right?
Yeah.
I am so happy you're here. This worked out so well. You've been in the news lately.
Yes.
Yeah, you seen that?
Yeah, a little bit.
How's your last year been?
The last year has been interesting. Obviously, huge victory for President Trump, which was the big news of the last year. All the transformative policies that he's put into place, that's been wonderful. I've had the opportunity to see him do some of these historic things in person. I happened to be in Israel for the Jewish holidays
All the
when he was giving
pro-Israel shit he's done.
historic speech at the Israeli parliament, which was unbelievable. I mean, it was truly tremendous. And then obviously you figure after an election things are going to cool down, and then things don't cool down. And so it's been busy. Obviously since Charlie's murder, which I think all of us reacted in precisely the same way. The security threats went up dramatically. I've had, obviously, personal security since, I believe, 2017, maybe 2016. I've had about 10 years of personal security.
Weird. A media company CEO needs security.
The last 6 years has been 24/7 security on me as well as on my 4 children. And that's been accelerated even more so in the aftermath of Charlie's murder. So that's on a personal level, that's been not fun. The good news is that the security guys are very sweet, and my kids get along with them great, and they have lightsaber fights with them, and they think that this is kind of normal. But It isn't normal, and I wish that the country would go back to normal, but it seems like it may be a while.
You've been dealing with this for a long time, and I've seen it personally. You know, I mean, I've seen you surrounded by teams of security, and I heard you say, and I mentioned this last night, that if, God forbid, something happened to most of the Daily Wire guys, we would know exactly who did it immediately. If something happened to you, God forbid, it would be like an Agatha Christie mystery. There's so many possibilities because you're loathed by the far left, and you're loathed by what we used to and maybe still do call the alt-right. And I remember we used to talk about this on the Kelly File because some people called you alt-right. And you would explain, no, I'm not alt-right. I'm loathed by alt-right. So what is alt-right, and why do they loathe you?
So there is a group of people in the United States who are rooted in an idea of grievance against the system that they believe has put them underfoot. And those people believe that essentially they are underfoot because of their white status. And thus, they must take revenge on anybody who is disproportionately benefiting from the system that tends to, in their own minds, be Jews. And you see this mostly refracted right now through a young man named Nick Fuentes. He's 27 years old. He is the leader of a movement called the Groypers. I don't know if any of you are familiar with this, but he says and believes truly awful things. I mean, truly awful things. Not just about Jews. I mean, he has said, for example, that the Vice President of the United States, there's a direct quote, I believe, is a fat gay race traitor married to a Jeet. That's a direct quote about the Vice President.
And upset that he named his son Vivek.
Yes. He also has suggested and spent years trying to destroy Charlie Kirk's organization. Charlie, in texts that have now been revealed, called him vermin for exactly this reason and had banned him
it's okay
and
for
his
him to call him
followers
vermin, huh?
from TPUSA because he believed that Nick Fuentes and the Groypers and white supremacy didn't belong as part of the conservative movement. And so the alt-right became this, or they're two sides of the same coin, or they're parts of the same sort of broad movement. And unfortunately, I think that they've gained a foothold in sort of the internet subsystem. I don't think they have a foothold in mainstream America at all. And I think one of the mistakes that people make is to think that the internet is real life. The internet is absolutely not real life. And the first thing people need to do is turn off X, which is poisoning brains and making people think that not true things, it's basically like war games. They think the missiles are real. The missiles are not real. The things happening on X are not a reflection of real life, but they can bleed over to real life if enough people take them seriously.
So you and I have talked about Nick.
The missiles aren't real? So none of the missiles launched into Israel were real? Not saying that's true.
Fuentes many times over the years in our many appearances together, and that's how I knew about him, because he was saying absolutely terrible things about you. And I am going to show a video, please forgive me, of one of my first introductions to this guy, Nick Fuentes, and what he was saying about Ben. This is a video of him showing himself playing Grand Theft Auto, right, a video game where you shoot people, and he's pretending that this character in the video is Ben. Let's watch.
Oh, that's funny.
First of all, I'm not going to sit around and say that when I used to play video games like this, oh, I'm just going to do this and I'm going to pretend it's somebody. Everyone's done that. Everyone's done that.
Oh, that's funny. Yeah, that makes me laugh and laugh. That's a funny one. What a chance encounter that was. I think I just saw Ben Shapiro.
And it goes on. It goes on.
I mean, I would hate for people to believe that the Nick Fuentes sort of, my problems with Nick Fuentes are about me, because they really are not. They are about the fact that Nick Fuentes is a truly horrifying person who believes truly horrifying things. I mean, again, there is a reason why Charlie Kirk despised him. There is a reason why every mainstream political commentator has been highly critical of him. It's the reason why these are not arguments. This is not a person who's making arguments. He is a Hitler-loving troll, and I say that advisedly. He literally says on his show that he loves Adolf Hitler. Okay, so the reason this has come up in recent weeks is because Tucker, your guest last night, decided to have him on last week and to completely gloss him, in my opinion. And you can make up your own opinion as to what you think Tucker was doing during that interview, but I know what it looks like when Tucker Carlson decides to be an aggressive interviewer, when he decides to ask difficult questions of people. Tucker is eminently capable of doing.
So why doesn't Ben Shapiro try to get Nick Fuentes for a debate, for an interview? But he won't. I'm saying that would be a step towards, because remember, your buddy Charlie wanted open dialogue until you talk shit about a certain country.
That, and he did it to Ted Cruz quite thoroughly. But he decided, for any number of reasons, and I try not to attribute motivations to people, that he was going to treat Fuentes with kid gloves, that he was going to not ask him about any of the things that I've just mentioned, literally any of them, and to essentially normalize Fuentes, act as a sort of gateway drug, or as and what I've called Tucker as an ideological launderer of bad ideas over the last couple of years. And this is not coming from a place of animus for Tucker on a personal level. I've known Tucker for a very long time. Tucker and I, whenever we're in personal situations, we get along great. I think I saw that Tucker talked about how we were at Charlie's memorial in the vice president's box together, and he's correct. I mean, we saw each other, we said hello, we talked, it was very friendly, and all of that. And it's also true that a couple of days after Charlie's murder, he reached out and he called me and he said, listen, I know that we're at odds, and we've been at odds for a number of reasons, mainly political. I mean, again, on a personal level, I'd go fishing with Tucker anytime. The real question is, for me, I got into this business because I care about the ideas and I care about the ideals. And so when you're determining what is conservatism, what should the future of America look like, and where do you draw the lines, those are the questions that I need to answer in my job. For me, my business is really not about friendship. I have lots of friends, people who I love, with whom I disagree on politics and don't believe they should be leaders in the conservative movement, for example. And that, to me, is the real question. In any case, Tucker reached out. He said, we've had a bunch of disagreements, and, what if we could put those aside and align toward the DSA in particular, is what he mentioned. And I said, Tucker, you're totally right. Let's do that. That would be great. In fact,
the TSA?
The DSA, the Democratic Socialists of
Why
America.
the TSA? How did that bring you together?
The Democratic Socialists of America. And the reason
I know.
Yes, and the reason I'm taking out
TSA
my
only
phone
divides people.
is because, yes, the reason I'm taking out my phone is because I don't just, I like to evidence what I'm saying with, actual evidence. So I texted him, and the text exchange was very nice. I mean, here's what the actual text exchange went like after the call. So I texted him, and I said, thanks so much for calling. It means the world. It truly does. Should we do a show together talking about the DSA threat, Democratic Socialists of America threat, and orienting in the same direction? Happy to do whatever it takes to bring everyone back together for the fight that matters. And Tucker then wrote back, thanks, man. I appreciate it. I'm going to spend the next week or two thinking about how to be most effective. The country is clearly on the brink. I reached out repeatedly after that. Nothing happened. And again, I thought it was a good idea at the time. I think I felt differently after I saw what he did with Nick Fuentes, and after he proceeded, in my opinion, to spend the subsequent weeks doing literally nothing to fight the left. I say this with sadness because Tucker used to be, I think, a deeply important part of the conservative push to win. The number of times that Tucker Carlson has mentioned Zohran Mamdani since October 5th on his show is once. And it was in the context of Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson talking about the appeal of Zohran Mamdani. Just by way of contrast, not because I'm a perfect representative here, but because you've talked about Zohran Mamdani a lot. A lot of us have. Since October 5th, I did 17 separate shows on Zohran Mamdani, including 4 in the last week before the election.
Cool.
Okay, because when you're orienting against the left, you really should orient against the left.
Okay, so a lot
see, identity politics. If you're not with them, you're against them. Remember that. So it has nothing to do with left versus right, because now they're even seeing that part of the conservatives are not necessarily America first or even America only, which in my opinion should be the latter. That's just my opinion.
In there. I think, just to be clear, so the breakdown from the like detente after Charlie was him interviewing Fuentes. Like, was that the next thing that happened that led to the blow up?
I mean, yes. I mean, I had not spoken a word. There
So
were
it wasn't
things
that he attacked you, like, or you had
no,
something?
I don't care about
It
people
was that
attacking
interview.
me, and I don't think Tucker cares about people attacking him. I mean, like, again, we're professionals. We're in a business where people comment on what we say publicly. Again, this is why I think you and I differ on our angle with regard to, for example, Candace Owens. I think that what Candace Owens is doing right now is evil.
Why?
It is evil what she is doing right now. Okay, and I say that again.
But what?
Because
like,
it is
I didn't opine on whether it's evil or not, but my position is it's really none of my business. And
why is it? But I have a question. Why is it none of your business? I mean, you
because
comment
I
on
don't-
these things for a living.
I'm not mother of the internet.
No, but if this were on the left and somebody were accusing Charlie Kirk of his wife having murdered him, I assume that you would be talking about it.
Is that what Candace is accusing
I'm
Erica
accusing
of?
you.
Yes.
Of murdering her own husband?
She's accusing TPUSA insiders and other members of the right wing, including Seth Dillon, of being involved in the murder of Charlie Kirk. Yes.
So did he ever say her by name? She's an actress. You, on the other hand.
Okay. Like I said, I
Because
don't
remember,
take
he
in that
also came
content.
out and said, if you can't afford to live where you are, then you should just leave.
Which is an honest statement. I
There's
don't
more to that, but it's... Whoa.
have time to watch
No,
Candace's show.
I believe you. I believe you. But the point that I'm making is that when
what I
that
understood
friendship
Candace
should
to
not,
have
in
been
our
doing.
business, I think it's important. Listen,
No, and Candace and I
friendship
are
should
not
not
friends.
trump.
We don't even know each other.
I understand, but even with Tucker, friendship should not trump our manifest requirement to speak out when people do and say things that are both detrimental to conservatism and morally wrong.
Okay, so I don't totally disagree, but I think the way of handling that, at least for me, is much different.
It's kind of like libertarians. They'll tell you, you're not a real conservative, you're not a real libertarian because you're not following of their values. But it's the shared values. Just because you don't agree with everything doesn't mean you should stop talking about it. I don't agree with a lot of shit everyone thinks. Especially in this community. But there's one person who really, really, really gets on my nerves, and I'm just going to mention this name. Is that fucking Casey Cucks.
Right. So I saw things go south between you and Tucker, at least from my vantage point, when you disagreed on Israel. That was obvious. And
Well-
he was, well, let me just make my point.
Sure.
And so he was saying things that were critical of Israel and our policy towards Israel. And then you did one show where you did what I thought you should have done if you disagreed with him, which clearly you did, which is say what you believe and what you think is factual and like educate your audience on what you think are the real facts and give them the evidence for it. But you named him and it felt like an attack. And that to me was the beginning of the end, where he was like, now it's on. Because he felt personally attacked by you, as opposed to just challenging his idea. I think you named him and you kind of diminished him. And, you know, he's an 800-pound gorilla, and if you mess with a gorilla, he's going to fight. And to me, that's where it started to go south. And because I remember that day being like, oh, shit.
Well,
I don't want to see this.
But here's the thing. I would urge
Be
everybody to go back
careful,
and
because
listen.
people like Shapiro, now that Kirk is gone, are going to try and take over conservatism. And that's a bad thing. You
To the
can't
show
just
that you're
keep
referring to,
changing
where I
what
criticized
fits
Tucker's
the current
ideas,
need.
not Tucker as a person. Tucker then responded by claiming that I do not love America. That is a direct quote. That I
You
do
don't.
not love America because I was spending too much time covering the October 7th attacks, and then proceeded in January to then say that I wanted his children to die in a foreign war. Okay, so those are different.
That's a rhetorical.
I don't know. You supporting Israel all the way till it's completed, which would involve, if we really wanted to get rid of it, we'd have to get involved, not just financially. Or Israel starting another war with another Arab country, not just Palestine. Because think about it. We took out Israel, or Iran. Then you have all these Abraham Accords. Oh, I forgot what I was saying, guys. Bro.
No, it is
Point.
not. I'm sorry, it's not. An attack on motivation is a very different thing from an attack on an idea.
His point was that you were sounding like a neocon, and he's upset with anybody
Yeah.
who wants us to get too involved in Israel's conflict because he feels it endangers American children.
Okay, the idea that, number one, the idea that I want the United States to be directly involved in Israel's conflict
I
is not
get it.
true.
No, I know that, Ben.
I've been urging Israel to get off of American aid for literally as long as I have been active in politics.
But I'm making
That
clear
is
what
not-
his point was.
But just like Tatum, you dick ride for Israel harder than you dick ride for Americans.
No, my point is that that's not his point. And again, none of this.
So we
blew
disagree.
We disagree on the interpretation of what Tucker has been doing for
Correct.
the past 2 years, and
Yes.
it's very difficult for me to believe that Tucker is merely anti-Israel when, for example, today in his newsletter, I mean, I can directly quote it if you'd like. In his newsletter today, he claimed that Zoran Mamdani is not anti-Semitic. This was his newsletter today, this morning.
Well, Ben, when you think about it, of course he's going to say he's not anti-Semitic because he got the Jewish vote. He got the Jewish vote. And rumor going around, just strictly a rumor I've seen from a few other people, not on these mainstream influencers, as that his campaign might have even been Soros-backed. And we know Soros would stab his own people in the back. He did it. His family's already done it.
I mean, I'm happy to read the text. It's a little extraordinary because again, it is kind of shocking stuff. So here's what Tucker Carlson wrote in his newsletter today, or what his newsletter says under his name. He said, "Is the incoming mayor a fan of Israel? Does he want America to fight its wars? Not particularly, but a Jew hater? That's a different conversation. We've never seen anything to suggest he falls into that ugly camp. If we're talking about fighting the left, defending Zoran Mamdani, who literally said that he has no opinion whether Hamas should disarm, who posed alongside the 1993 World Trade Center unindicted co-conspirator, who would not disown globalize the Intifada, who suggested that whenever there is a New York Police Department boot on somebody's neck, it's an IDF lacing the strings, to suggest that that's not anti-Semitic in any way, no way.
Okay, but listen.
Or when I'm
going to give you a defense of Tucker here, and I don't need to defend Tucker because I'm not Tucker.
Tucker can
But
perfectly
I'll
well
just
defend
say,
himself.
I think in general, because I know him and I listen to him, and
Yo, can Megan get them both on the stage together? Tucker will be there.
I understand generally where he's coming from. He would say his problems are with Israel, and he would say that shot that Mamdani laid against the IDF is a shot against the IDF and Israel, and how he thinks they're pro-war, not against Jews.
Okay.
And I think
all I can say is when Tucker Carlson finds himself in complete alignment with Zoran Mamdani, it is very difficult for me to believe he does not agree with Zoran Mamdani.
Is in a place right now of the same place that Charlie was getting to toward the end of his life, the same place that some people had tried to drive me, which is you're under withering, nonstop accusations of being something you know you're not. But from some people who you love and who you've been protecting, at least in my case and Charlie's case, for 2 years, who you've been completely defensive of.
Megan,
and Charlie and I both felt, and because we talked about this on my show, like, what's happening here? Why are they dropping charges of anti-Semitism against us when we love Jews and we're both open Semites?
Charlie loved Jews.
We're Zionists.
So Megan, you may notice, I'm just talking about me here. Are there people who are overzealous? Sure. Have I ever attacked you?
No, never.
Did I ever attack Charlie publicly about any of this?
No.
Okay, he and I had disagreements behind the
Publicly. So you have done it behind the scenes, and maybe behind his back.
scenes. Did I ever?
Like, you get defensive, and I think Tucker's feeling defensive.
By the way, I waited to attack Tucker until he glossed Nick Fuentes, that has nothing to do with Israel. Nick Fuentes hates Jews.
I'm not saying
Tucker
you didn't have a right
him.
to go after him. I think you did what you thought was right. And you felt, and he mentioned you a few times in his interview with Nick Fuentes.
He did, but again, I don't think it's about that. Because if he had not mentioned me in that interview with Nick Fuentes, I still would have said something about it. Because again, glossing people who are white supremacists is bad electorally on a pragmatic level. A right wing that embraces its own fringes will end up in the same position as a left wing that has embraced
okay, so
its
that's
fringes.
why I want to get into it. Embraces.
Yes.
So now, having spoken to Tucker, I actually see that interview very differently. And I did listen to the interview, and I knew what Nick Fuentes was. And I think he did show himself to be who he is. It wasn't his most vile stuff, but you got the feel for what this guy was. But I really think Tucker was talking to him, Ben, to put like a bumper on this guy. Because what Tucker was urging him the whole time was to understand that collective punishment for any one group of people is wrong. It's deeply immoral, and it's anti-Christian, which this guy is supposed to be, and reminding him of how deeply immoral that is, that you should not be looking at a group of people, whomever it is. The left does it to everyone, whites mostly, but like this collective shame, white men in particular. And there's a group of people like Nick Fuentes that does it to groups of Jews. And he was making the case throughout the whole interview in the way that Tucker does. He's not like you or me. He's not like pointed and cross-examining.
That is not true.
And was making...
That is fundamentally untrue.
No.
Senator Ted Cruz whether that is true.
He gave it to Ted Cruz because Ted Cruz is a politician.
That's hold up. So only politicians get cross-examined?
You don't. Well, look,
True.
it depends on the person.
Tucker would never cross-examine a person who is not a politician. That's his rule.
Tucker has excoriated public figures who purport to speak for us and represent us for many years. Nick Fuentes is a podcaster civilian.
Okay, I just have a question. We all in our industry are constantly excoriating people who are in our industry. It happens all the time, every single day.
Okay.
Okay. Again,
but we're talking about his interviews.
we can agree to disagree on your interpretation of what Tucker was doing.
All I'm going to say is this is great marketing for Fuentes. It's great. Because more and more people talk about him, the more and more people are going to like, let me go see what this is all about. Because remember, we don't go off clips like Charlie Kirk. They shouldn't be going off clips. They need to find the whole context. And more people are going to be like, let me listen to what this guy says. And then more people are like, you know what? I kind of feel like that. Kind of feel it. Not all the way. You don't have to agree with everything that little shit says. Actually, I don't really think I agree with a lot. I just know some of his views, are true. And then when you have a certain group of people, mainly that are all upset about this, it makes you wonder. But it's not political. There's just figures. It's not like it's a U.S. Navy vessel.
There. I think everybody should watch and determine for themselves what they think Tucker was doing in that interview. And I urge you to watch it back to back with the Ted Cruz interview to determine whether you think that was an aggressive Tucker Carlson interview, and you can judge for yourself.
I didn't say
it
was aggressive. I didn't say it was.
Ted Cruz gets money from them for his campaign. Nick Fuentes doesn't get money from them for anything. Ted Cruz got money from them for his campaign. They bought him.
Aggressive, and I don't think he would say it was aggressive.
And
I think his point was, this guy, first of all, he's become a behemoth, sadly. He's got 5 million viewers on Rumble. He's got 1 million followers on X.
I agree.
This is all before Tucker Carlson. And he was platformed, I hate that verb, but he was platformed by Patrick Bet-David. And he went on Dave Smith's show, and he went on another big show. He's been getting more and more purchase in the political ecosphere, including right wing.
Did you watch PBD?
Patrick Bet-David has a huge show. I know, but did you know that Patrick Bet-David had him on? Did his life blow up?
Patrick Bet-David did a significantly more aggressive interview with Nick Fuentes than Tucker did.
Okay, but my point is simply he's growing. He's growing in stature. And so what I saw Tucker do was not whitewash his ideas, but try to put bumpers up on the guy. I know Tucker well, and I think that was his approach. And the way, if you want to put a bumper up on Nick Fuentes, is it helpful to say, you're fucking vile, you're an anti-Semite?
Yes.
No, it isn't.
Yes, it is.
That doesn't put a...
Yes, it
No,
is.
it isn't. That makes
Yes,
the audience feel good because you have hand-to-hand combat, but it doesn't help change that guy's view or his extremeness at all.
Okay, I'll tell you what doesn't change Nick Fuentes' view. Tucker Carlson with his arm around Nick Fuentes, grinning for the camera, while Nick Fuentes tweets out America first, and then triumphantly goes on the air the next day to explain that he has essentially used Tucker Carlson as a vehicle for manipulating other people. Okay, that's what Nick Fuentes
that's what
is saying,
media
not
does.
me. Nick Fuentes. Okay, and Nick Fuentes, and by the way, I will again say that Tucker Carlson, when you say to somebody in an interview, do you condemn anti-Semitism? And then the person says, sure, which is what Nick Fuentes said. He said, I'm not an anti-Semite, which is blatantly untrue. Yeah. A responsible journalist would then follow up, demonstrating that that is false. Tucker did not do that. He allowed him to get away with that, and then he allowed him to talk about, quote-unquote, organized Jewry, followed by Nick Fuentes being treated to a disquisition by Tucker Carlson about why Christian Zionists of all human beings on earth are the people that he hates the most.
He took that back.
You can't take that back. How do you take that back?
He did.
Oh, you can't take shit back anymore? Well, damn. Well, damn.
How?
Because he went, he
then
spoke
he
to...
should explain why it was wrong. He should explain why Christian Zionists are actually wonderful people.
Tucker is very quick to
doesn't
self-flagellate, and he went
doesn't
on with
owe
Dave
anybody.
Smith the next day, the next week, whatever, Monday, Tuesday this week, and said, that was stupid. I didn't mean that. He said, I'm angry at people like Lindsey Graham. I'm angry at people like Ted Cruz because he thinks they run headfirst in these conflicts and they don't think about what's going to happen to American kids.
Hold up. If we're talking about firing inside the tent, what everything Lindsey Graham, okay, and I'm not a huge Lindsey Graham fan. He votes with the President of the United States 100% of the time, and Tucker spent yesterday's show excoriating him as a psychosexual death worshiper. Does that sound like firing outside the tent? Again, these are the questions.
I'm not offended.
Again, the questions that I'm asking here, I'm not asking you to do anything, Megan.
No, I know.
Okay,
I know.
I'm not.
Our beef is not with each other.
I'm not, okay? When I draw a line with regard to what I believe Tucker Carlson is doing to the conservative movement and what he is fomenting, that is because that is my info, and everyone can make their own decision as to whether they think that I am right or whether I am wrong and where they choose to draw the line with regard to the conservative movement. The question for me is always whether somebody's statements are forwarding moral values that I think are worthwhile. I did not get into this business for the money or for the clicks. You didn't either.
Neither did he.
What was that?
Neither did he.
I mean, he may not have. That's fine. I certainly did not. I'm only going to speak for myself. And what that means for me is that if I see somebody breach basic moral values by having on a Nazi, and in my own view, you can take your own view, in my own view, gloss the Nazi, then I'm going to speak out about that, and I'm going to point out that there is a long pattern of him ideologically laundering terrible ideas over the course of the last 2 years, ranging from traveling to Russia to sniff the bread and explain why the Russian regime is actually wonderful, to saying last week that the Venezuelan regime of Nicolas Maduro is actually not that bad because they're being attacked by, in his words, globo homo.
Tucker's made the point, I'm not going to here to be Tucker's defender, but he's made the point that Maduro is culturally conservative.
Who gives a shit? The guy's a communist dictator. Everyone in his country is eating dog. He's shipping fentanyl to the United States to kill Americans. Why do I give a shit whether he's anti-LGBTQ rights? This is the number one thing about Nicolas Maduro. You know how far down the list you have to get before you can get to anything remotely recommendable about Nicolas Maduro?
I did ask him yesterday about the criticism that he didn't give Nick Fuentes a hard time, right? He didn't bring up the stuff that we were talking about. No, he didn't. And here's what he said. It seemed to think that we've way overstated the number of Jews killed in the Holocaust. He's ripped on poor Usha Vance in the most offensive terms, which I mean, so what do you say to those people who say, why didn't you raise any of that?
You know, do your own interview the way that you want to do
Nailed
it.
it.
You're not my editor. Buzz off. I mean, I don't know. You want to go yell at Nick Fuentes? I'll give you his cell. Call him and go sit and yell at him and feel virtuous or whatever. That's up to you.
I agree with him.
By the way,
I agree with him. I agree with him. He did the interview that he wanted to do for a reason.
Then
Here's the other thing I want to say. We all have different approaches in this industry, you know, and there's been a lot that people in podcasting have said that I disagree with, including many of the names that we've discussed tonight.
And we disagree too. I mean, yes, of course.
But, well, I mean, yes, rarely, but sometimes we do. But my own personal approach, generally when it's someone who's on what I consider to be my side, the side of sanity.
And this is the entire question, is whether I consider Tucker Carlson to be on my side.
I get it. But I would just say, just for the record, my own general approach, and this is my audience here, so they know, is in general, I will take on a position and I will make clear how I feel. For example, I've been asked, and some of my audience is mad at me for this, but what do you think happened to Charlie Kirk? And I believe a man named Tyler Robinson shot and killed Charlie Kirk. I believe he was influenced by trans Tifa, radical trans activists, that he fell in with a lunatic that goes by Lance Twiggs, that guy was extremely radical, and that he and possibly a band of others convinced this guy that violence was the answer. And I believe others knew about it before Charlie was killed. That's what I believe. And until you can show me cold, hard proof that it was something other than that, that's what I'm going with. And I don't want to do or say anything that will jeopardize the FBI investigation and prosecution of that guy to make sure he spends the rest of his life either behind bars or on the wrong end of a firing squad. But so I feel like I can make these points without attacking people who generally are on my side in fighting the deranged leftists who are killing us.
But my point is, so 2 points. One, you have to define your side. You do. There are limits to the
All
side.
the people who don't want to kill others based on their political ideology.
So I would agree with that, except for the fact that, as you showed, Nick Fuentes wants to kill others based on their political
He's not
ideology.
on my side. He's not with me.
My point is that Tucker treated him as though he was on his side.
And I see it differently. I think he did an exploratory interview where there was a possible attempt to put a bumper up on this guy.
I think that we don't have to go over ground that we've already covered. We can agree to disagree on that, and everyone can make up their own mind after going and watching the interview yourself.
Why don't we do the Larry David? I disagree to disagree. By the way, is it gloss or glaze?
I really think he needs to talk to Nick Fuentes. A one-on-one. It doesn't even have to be in person. You know how many views that would get, Ben? You said you didn't do this for the money and fame. Why? I believe you did it for the power. And now your voice is going to be a little more influential than others would have been because competition is slowly dwindling. And as soon as you say anything anti-Israel, anti-Ben Shapiro, you're the bad guy, you're anti-Semitic. If you say Israel, MAGA, I think what some people are calling it, then you probably should move. Because Israel has really, I don't know, this concerns me with Ben Shapiro. And it all started with firing Candace Owens. Sometimes the crazy ones are really the ones you should be paying attention to. Seriously. That's why people call them crazy. But hey, that's just the way I think. And on that note, I'm not telling you how to think, because that would be just wild. Just telling you to think. Because now I'm getting kind of hungry, and I'm going to go get something to eat. And not saying it was the Jews. Not saying Ben Shapiro works for another state government, but I am. He gives off, I forgot what I was watching. He gives off, like, what's the fucking thing? The new Founding Fathers vibe from The Purge. The new Founding Fathers. You know, the one that started The Purge for a better America. For all of us. Right? Our new America. Kind of reminds me of him. And also, like, when you see Pelosi and Schumer, and then you also, there's like, it's changing. Players are changing, the ideology is staying the same. But if you think otherwise, you're racist, you're homophobic, anti-Semitic, getting hungry. Don't do shrooms, kids. But
It's a beautiful day in this neighborhood, a beautiful day for a neighbor. Would you be mine? Could you be mine? It's a neighborly day in this beauty wood, a neighborly day for